Growing excitement throughout the day, and now the big kick-off is near. It's anyone's guess who'll come out on top in this colossal game, but a thrilling encounter can practically be guaranteed. Well, given the circumstances on the stage of the competition, it's understandable that the nerves are jangling a bit more than usual. Derek Ray with you here on the commentary gantry. We have a great view, and Stuart Robson, I'm delighted to say, is next to me. What a game this ought to be. It's Mexico, and they take on South Africa.
Well, this should be an interesting game. Two good teams, some exciting players, and everything to play for here.
Here's how Mexico will begin the game.
Well, they're going to play with two wingers here, but I'm just a little bit worried that the centre-forward could become isolated. Therefore, the midfield players need to get forward as much as possible in this 4-3-3 shape.
And here's the starting 11 for South Africa.
Well, on paper, it's down as a 4-5-1, but for me, it's more likely to be a split midfield, with three supporting the front man and two sitting that little bit deeper as defensive cover.
And we're off. The first half begins with plenty of anticipation in the air. That's useful play. Fidalgo. Read it well.
That's really good awareness there.
That's a good-looking ball. Determined defending. Well, play getting a bit bogged down in midfield. And credit due, a good intervention. Might be onto something. And an opening! And caught by the keeper. Nicely timed tackle. Well, gliding through. Well, no degree of difficulty for the goalkeeper. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Jesus Gallardo. Well, who will be the player to decide the outcome, to determine the course of events? No reason at all why it won't be this man, Stuart. What do you anticipate seeing from him?
Well, he's a good all-round player, but you can't ignore his physicality. He's such a powerful athlete, which is very hard to play against.
And a fine tackle. Well, it's a good-looking position. Is there a goal in the future? Well, it's great when you can rely on your keeper. Well, thank goodness for the goalkeeper.
Well, they're calm now, but that initial save was absolutely magnificent.
Well, he keeps going. Well, they're allowing him to run and run and run. And the chance slips away. Must take the lead here. Oh, but he's missed it. How on earth is this still level?
Well, I just don't know, Derek. Just a real lack of composure in the end. They should be ahead now.
Well, now they have possession. Oh, good-looking run. And they might forge ahead. And holds on to it confidently. Oh, the keeper needed to do an awful lot better. That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. Well, making considerable progress with the ball. But really sticking to their task defensively. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. This could be troublesome. And he's made the run. Oh, it was there for him, but unable to find the target.
Well, he certainly went for power, but the accuracy just wasn't there. He should have scored that.
There's the shot. And the keeper making sure that there were no scraps to feed on for the attackers. Really good challenge. Plenty of options. Oh, that's splendid play. Oh, he wasn't necessarily favourite to win that challenge.
Well, defending doesn't get much better than that.
Intelligent ball. An opportunity to forge ahead from this corner situation. Playing it in. Edson Alvarez. Will it happen for them? And offside, unfortunately. Succeeded in keeping it in play. Edson Alvarez. Quiñones. On the ball, Chavez. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Good movement. And teammates to play it to. Oh, they'll be disappointed. It looked promising.
Yeah, just stopped it in its tracks there.
Good looking run. Too easy, far too easy. Oh, a powerful effort, close.
Those stats really do paint the picture. So many chances, but yet little end product. But surely the breakthrough's coming.
Chavez. Well, Mexico unable to hang on to the ball. Israel Reyes. Fidalgo. Thoughtful play. Fidalgo. Will it be? Possibilities for them to counter. Just fizzled out completely.
Yeah, good recovery there.
Well, the ball just keeps bouncing around. Roberto Alvarado. And he has options available. Trying to tee it up. This for the lead. Oh, a challenge of the highest order. Flag raised for offside. And a strong tackle. 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. The first half here comes to an end. Not to be too blunt about it, but this has been a struggle for him up front.
Yeah, you can see his frustration. He just can't get himself involved in those key areas.
So here we go into the second half with the defences on top so far. Now in a more than decent position. Foster. Well, that was easy on the eye, but stout defending when it mattered. Might be a chance here. Oh, superb save. Massive credit to the keeper.
Well, he's so hard to beat in these situations. It's brilliant goalkeeping.
Trying to pick out a teammate. The clearance wasn't decisive. Decent idea. Shaping to shoot. Well, he couldn't worry the keeper with that effort. Jimenez. Fidalgo. And good anticipation. Attack looks promising. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Oh, the threat is there. Oh, chance! Well, perhaps should have been the opener.
Yeah, it stays level, but that was a big opportunity.
Quiñones. Jimenez. Fidalgo. Israel Reyes. Well, nothing to split the two sides, but this move looks promising. What was the chance they could get caught out on the break here? Well, they need to get bodies back. What a block! There is the goal to open the scoring. Who can say they don't deserve to be in front?
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder, and it's a very tidy finish because there's still a lot of work to do. That's a really good goal.
So underway again here, and with that goal, the challenge has been thrown down. Roberto Alvarado. Well, it's one pass after another. This could level it. Well, not clear yet. Oh, that is absolutely magnificent. Audacious and outrageous. What a goal it was. One that all football lovers will appreciate. A goal to get the blood flowing.
Well, he's hit this so well on the half volley. Just look at the power he generates. That's a wonderful goal. It's unstoppable. Brilliant stuff.
So back underway. One goal apiece here. And intercepting it. Can they forge ahead? Well, they would have done had it not been for the keeper.
Well, they should be ahead now. Yes, it was a good save, Derek, but he should score from there.
And it's with Foster. Well, that took confidence. Oh, that's an interesting pass. Still could be dangerous. A chance to nudge in front. Corner kick here. Well, they have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game. Played over. And suddenly on the front foot, able to get his body in the way.
He's done so well there. What an important block.
Edson Alvarez. Oh, nice work to get past his opponent. Well, danger averted thanks to his teammate. And snuffed out the danger immediately. Jimenez. Oh, that's a super piece of defending. Showing a lot of guile there. To take the lead, and a good save there. Here it is now, a substitution. Who's going to get on the end of it? Can he put them in front? But it was a wonderful chance, but the goalkeeper comes through.
Yes, Derek, we have to give credit to the keeper, but surely he should have scored there. That's a big, big chance.
A quarter of an hour remaining here. Quiñones. On to Jimenez. Is it going to be? And still danger here. Well, the move breaks down. Oh, surely! And he did so well to move across and deal with the danger. The move looks promising. A goal here surely would finish it. But nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. But a real struggle for both sides on the possession front here. And quick thinking defensively. Chavez. Well, he wasn't likely to get away with that. Here's Chavez. Orbelín Pineda. Vega. Could we see some late drama here? Must take the lead here. And they do! And with so little time left, that will surely be decisive. Astonishing drama.
Well, just look at his movement. He knows exactly how to find space, and it's also a tidy finish. That's a nice goal.
And so into the final 5 minutes. Adams has it. And into an attacking position. It's not too late for them. And let's give credit to the defending. Plenty of support here. Pineda. And players waiting in the centre. This could be it! And easily intercepted. Quiñones. This looks interesting. Can he put it in? Oh, it's a really well-timed challenge. Very effective pass. Cross might be on. And he got to it fairly easily. Plays with a positional sense that is second to none. Santiago Jimenez. And it's all over. Mexico have won this game. That's the big story here. How about your assessment of their performance?
Sometimes it takes a while to eventually get the better of the opposition, and that was the case here. They kept going and they eventually got their reward.
Well, as we run the rule over this man's work, positive after positive, Stuart.
Well, he was excellent today, and he gave them that all-important lead. They just struggled to cope with him. His movement was so clever.